Taiwan is home to some of the most beautiful mountains in the world. It's the defining feature of the island, a spine of mountains that spans the entire island and controls the weather, the water, and our entire way of life, even for the people who never set foot in them. Today we're going to attempt a less traveled route, the Gan卓万 Trail and the 46 peaks and 5 bayou that lie along it. Joining me today is Tyler, a professional hiker and now local mountain tour guide originally from Canada, and also Corey, who's from the United States. You might remember them from the series I did on Urjishan Hot Spring and also the Li River.
How many bayou have you been to?
All of them.
All of them. What about you?
80.
Both of them are more experienced hikers than I am, and they helped me distribute the load of camera equipment to make the hike easier for me. We arrived late the night before,
3:30 a.m.
and camped at the end of the hike. Then we woke up early and took a van to the starting point.
Tyler's vlogging. I feel great. Corey, how you feeling?
Pretty good.
All right, here we are, day one. Let's see that pack. Wow. How many?
The way you carry it?
Weather's great today.
We've tried to do a hike, and we've canceled many times, and even this wasn't the original plan. The reason we're here is because there's no permits, right?
There's no limit on the numbers here, so.
Time to go. Wow, Tyler, what is this technique you're using? It's like the Mary Poppins technique.
If only I could fly.
Well, you look super cool. For a river tracer, Asher's got some very nice hiking shoes. I think they are better than mine. Let's compare for a second. Look at those. Those are so fancy. Look at mine.
Oh, I've had these for like 5 years or something.
Okay,
They just don't get used as much as yours.
But they're not as good as mine.
Yeah.
Come on, nobody can compete with that.
These are
The pinnacle
custom made,
style.
yeah.
One day I can aspire to be as equipped as he is, you know, with my umbrella and my rain boots. But you know, it's just starting out. So.
What is it? It looks like either an insect or a tree sap that's dripped down.
I'm gonna try and pick it up. I think it is sap.
And now we can make a baby dinosaur.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh.
this morning. Oh yeah.
It's very sappy.
Oh, it's the pine.
Yeah, it's great fire starter.
Keep it.
Oh well.
All right, I do not sweat like this when I'm river tracing.
It's a warm day.
There's still a nice breeze though.
What's happening is that this pack is too big for me, so my waist belt is loose. So instead of most of the weight going onto my hips, most of the weight's going onto my shoulders, which is not good.
Not ideal.
Not ideal, so we're gonna try to stuff something in here to make it a bit tighter.
What are we stuffing?
My pant legs.
Oh, you've got separate pant legs. See how this works?
Wow. Corey and I are hiking by ourselves now. Our band is down to 2. The adjustments I made for the pack where I put those 2 pieces of clothing, one of them fell out. So Tyler ran back to get it. We don't know how far back it is. It could be a long while, but he is fast and I am slow. We went on ahead and he'll catch up with us.
We gotta go find it because it's. Oh, there it is. Got it.
It's already the first leg of the first part of the journey.
And that was the first leg of my pants too.
Yeah. On the first leg, we're losing the first legs.
Well, that's good news.
You just sort of see that when you go on a long trip like this, your equipment is quite important, and having good equipment and the right equipment is quite important. And so I'm having a lot of issues just because I don't have a good pack, don't have a big enough pack.
Hey! You find it?
Found it.
Wow, triumphant return.
Oh, that's perfect. And it's extra comfort.
Once again, the day is saved by Tyler. If you don't know what I mean, go watch that video where I lost my GoPro.
Oh my God, no way!
This is the man right here, man. How'd you come up with this beautiful plan?
Well, when I was on the PCT, same thing. The waist belt was way too small. After walking for a month and losing weight, the waist belt was fine. My waist is too small, I guess. So I had to get some kind of padding.
So tips for anybody if you want to lose weight, go do the PCT. Yeah, just go walk for 6 months.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Flat ground again.
Where do you want me to put it?
Take it on my butt.
Give me some room.
Up
dude.
the butt, Corey. There you go. Up.
That's as far up the butt as it goes, man.
How does it feel, Asher?
A lot better than it was before. Discovered a ginger plant, which is flowering now.
Did you feel the temperature drop?
Oh yeah, suddenly just a cloud went over and the temperature dropped.
And we're in this pine forest, and there's the ridge right there. That's why the air is able to move a little freely now.
It feels great now.
Oh,
it feels so good.
This is such a better temperature. It's a beautiful forest. It's absolutely gorgeous. But this is what I'm telling you. See how this is all pine? It's because when pine grows, it releases sap into the soil, and nothing else can grow around it.
Taiwan used to be covered in huge native conifer trees that could live for over 1,000 years, but a century of indiscriminate logging has decimated the forests. Everywhere you look, there's evidence of this, from the dense jungles at lower elevations and the bamboo monocultures you see everywhere. And at higher elevations, you see the huge stumps of fallen ancients. It's not until you get very deep into the mountains that you can find the few remaining towering Goliaths, but what a sight they are. A testament to an age gone by.
So all of these trees that we're seeing on the side here, I think they're called Liusan. This whole forest is just all Liusan. After this was logged out, then it was replanted. But apparently these don't have a very good value anymore. And so now there's this monopopulation here of one species, and it's not really a native species.
Oh, so you're saying that these trees are here because they planted them for commercial reasons? They weren't worth it for harvesting, so they just left them.
That's what I've heard.
Tyler knows everything about the forests and mountains because he's actually a professional hiker. He's out here for fun, just because to enjoy it, but also he's a tour guide. I'll put a link down in the bottom if you want a really good tour guide in both Chinese and English. I've known him for like 8 years. I vouch for him, and his Chinese is a lot better than mine.
我的中文真的比小飞的好。我带团有带中文的，还有英文的。I take foreigners in the mountains and Taiwanese too.
This is a steep section. Asher, are you feeling okay?
Yeah.
I tell you what, that backpack might be bigger than you.
I think it is. It also weighs more than me. I wonder how much liters I occupy. The answer is 0. I'm an American, I take up pints.
Oh my God. What about me? Am I just one tall glass of water?
Yeah, half empty.
Half full. Don't be such a pessimist. Look at all these massive trees. And look, some of them have been cut down. That one came down on its own.
Jesus, where's the origin of this water?
It might even come from the creek.
Check this out. You don't really see things like this here in Taiwan. Tree you can completely walk through. That is crazy. This whole trail is going straight through that tree. I don't know what you would want to take through there. There's cut down trees here. There's a massive log here.
This is nuts.
And look, you could climb all the way up through the center of these trees. They're just completely hollow. There was a fire at some point in here. Probably lightning hit it. And then this is the trail. Like, this would be the old trail that people walked on.
Oh, we're gonna fill up the filter and have a nice big drink of cold water for lunch. It's been a warm, sweaty morning.
Woo! Hey boys, what's on your menu?
I've got tortillas, cheese, salami of sorts, lettuce, tomatoes, and an avocado.
Corey brought an entire deli with him.
It is actually very delicatessen, yeah. All right, half of this is yours, man.
Sweet, I love avocado. That is a good meal. And what does Tyler have over here?
I have exactly the same thing.
How is it? When I bite here, it like squirts out this end. It's kind of complicated to keep
it's
it
a
all in.
squirty sandwich. Right?
It's got lots of fat and lots of carbs and some protein.
And some crunch factor.
Yeah,
don't forget, that's the most important thing.
Fresh taste. But I imagine that after 4 days of eating it for lunch every day, it's probably not going to be as delicious.
No, that's not true. Because
it's actually not.
It's not true because you're usually so hungry by lunch. You're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Pretty clever. Hang it up on the tree.
Fresh cold water.
Here we go. There you go. Wait, that's too low. Okay, there you go. A bit narrow.
I've heard that Taiwan has some of the greatest diversity of ferns in the world. There's hundreds and hundreds of species here, actually. Just looking right here in this spot, just this one little spot, we've got a whole bunch of different kinds here. But this one with smooth leaves, this one here, this one with a very serrated edge. This one's a wider leaf. And then down at the bottom, there might be a different one there. Just a huge variety of ferns right there.
I don't know if this is true, and I'm not willing to test it yet, but maybe you guys can fill me in. I heard that all species of ferns are edible. Is that true? In the comments, let us know. Because we eat some of them. We eat the fiddlehead ferns and we eat the niaochaozhui, the bird's nest.
And the shansu? Oh, that's the shansu, yeah.
Yeah.
Corey, what did you see here?
It looks like the loggers didn't get to all these big cedars. But I tell you what, you guys are lumbering about.
We're lumbering about.
Chop, chop.
Please don't chop. This is a beautiful old tree here.
Want to climb it?
That's a bit too high for me.
Bit of an issue here. Our GPX location is not matching up with where the expected trail should be.
On one phone.
On one phone, it's off by about 50 meters. On the other phone, it's on target. But we don't know which one's correct. So we could be on the wrong trail or it could be on the right trail. Trying to figure that out.
Most likely both correct.
Yeah.
And they both connect later on.
So you think that they're two different GPS tracks?
Oh, yeah, they definitely are. We were 50 meters above it. Now we're about 25 meters above it.
Oh, so we are converging. And it looks like if we follow this line, we will converge to that line.
Mine's
And
right
his is
on.
right on.
Oh, you're right on target.
Somebody walked here.
Somebody, okay.
And this is clearly a walk trail.
Very well.
Tyler remains unconvinced that we're on the right trail.
I'm convinced that this is a right trail.
Yeah, so these mountain trails and basically trails everywhere, they just change all the time. So it's like important, you know, that they keep them updated. But that's hard to do. But I started a new website. It's called 68maps.com. Each location has a public map that everybody can update and everybody can edit. So yeah, check it out, 68maps.com. I'll put a link down in the description.
Oh my goodness.
And with that, Corey was never seen again.
Come into my house, buddy. This is the couch. Look at this. Oh yeah, baby.
It's about a 3 meter drop. That would hurt. What a view.
Asher is too dead to appreciate.